coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Taylor. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
To try again after the sack. Taylor trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the early lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
Mac Wilson.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
2nd and 7 at the 39.
From the 39, Taylor. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a
nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
That throw into the arms of Allen. Touchdown, L.A.
Complete to
Keenan Allen, 38 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
The 24-yard line.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check. Real. Hey! Alert!
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Ball carrier. Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A gain of 5. First down, Cleveland.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run for Nick Chubb. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Mayfield with the give to Nick.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. These two teams all tied after one.
Tied 7-7.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Chubb on the counter. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now Chubb. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Jerry.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Mayfield. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. They stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Taylor to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Taylor's pass.
That catch good for only a couple.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Taylor. Pass to Henry is intercepted. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Launch 49. Here we go, here we go.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 on the 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
37-yard line.
Here we go. What tight end? Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
49 to Mike, 49 to Mike. Regular, regular, regular. Check 3, check 3. Hey, on 133. Hey,
On the ground, it's Chubb. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 5, 2nd and 4.
At the 5-yard line.
check, 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 check. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Show it up.
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. The touchdown pass, Mayfield to Landry. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 3rd down, Taylor. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Following the interception, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Running the jet sweep, Landry. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half, and the Browns add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their
the Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check. Right now. Hey, point it right,
Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
36, 36. 18, under 10, 10.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
On the carry.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Check. Pistol. 44 is Mike. Check. Watch the slant. 44 is the Mike. 44.
Now on second and 16, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And at the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10.
Slam.
They run. Chubb. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
He's across midfield.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Check Mike. 52 is the Mike. Watch Mike. Kings. Deuce. Check the backer.
And again, it's Chubb. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
By Denzel.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
52 is the Mike, boys. 52. And here we go. Watch the pass.
On third down, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
They'll take over.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
At the 35-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Intended for Mike Williams.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He'll get this to Eckler. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will close the gap down to 14. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
He was brought down by...
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Let's go, Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Pistol. Real. Hurry.
Now Chubb running right. He'll get 3 up to midfield. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Regular. Check 99. He's checking.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the hunt. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check 4, check. Check.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. The offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now Mayfield. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Taylor. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
The Chargers 1st down.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side. That's caught by Landry. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Taylor. On the screen, this is Eckler. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Carl Joseph.
Taylor's pass intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Today's